Hey Chuck, it's Anna. It's Wednesday. It is really, really late Wednesday. I'm exhausted, so this is going to be a very short, very pointless video. I originally had a really wide topic set up, and I'll just do that in the next video. It'll actually work out better in the next video because I was originally about like my budgeting system, and that actually works better if I do it in the next video because I actually get paid that day. So we'll just do that. So this video, I guess I will talk about, I don't know. I am very tired. Like I said before, it's very late right now. And I am exhausted. I had to work overtime today, and I probably should have stayed later than I did, but of course I had class today, so I went to that. Before class, I decided it would be a genius idea to work out at the gym upstairs. So I did some weight training, I did some cardio, not thinking that my class is a physical class. As you know, I do karate up at Lakeland. And of course we do more than karate, we do jiu-jitsu and everything. So when we got into that, I was already just dead. My arms were dead, my legs were dead, my brain is dead. So it's been a fun day. It's definitely been a productive day, but it's been... Why do I do the things I do? Anyway, I guess what I'll talk about is I listened to another really good documentary today while I was at work. Another one, as I mentioned to you in some of our previous weekly conversations, not through video of course, but I mentioned before that I've been watching some documentaries, or I guess listening to them while at work, about Greek mythology. So I wanted to discuss it with you. So one of the things that they mentioned was how unique it was to have a culture based around gods that were actually of human form. And so to have mythology of gods that were of human form was new in this time period, and it was very unique. And one of the other things that was very interesting was how the gods they weren't perfect. They weren't these amazing, flawless beings. They had their own struggles. For instance, obviously Zeus was very lustful. Basically, most of the issues in Greek mythology was that Zeus couldn't keep it in his pants. They weren't perfect. They made mistakes. They did wrong. They had anger issues. They cheated on their partners and all these other things. But of course, unlike humans, they weren't held accountable because they're gods. The Greeks were okay with this. They accepted this. Of course, like I said, in this time period, that is amazing. And of course, relate that to the religions today. Compare that to the Greeks' religion, the Greeks' belief, their gods. It's a flip of a coin. It's almost hard to comprehend. That's why it's so fascinating to learn. I think that's why so many people find Greek mythology so fascinating, is because it's so different, and yet we still don't even comprehend most of it because there's so little to actually go off of. There's some poems, there's some statues, and everything was so secret with the cults. And they even found, at least in the documentary I was listening to today, they found writings from one cult member that ended with them writing in their diary or journal, whatever you want to call it, that they had been discovered, that they were writing down what each meeting was for the cult, and they had written down that they were going to die that day, and that was the last passage. It's incredible. So there's so many secrets still to be discovered. I don't know, I find it fascinating. I like learning about other people's beliefs and whatnot. It's just fascinating to see how many people can believe so many different things, and yet when you look at the core of it, they're all similar. I'm finding that a lot of the people that I know, not all of them, but quite a few, have the firm belief of it's their way or the highway. And I understand from your discussion in your last video that the group of people that I do know and do converse with is about 0% of the population. Rounding up, of course. But I guess I'll just have to get to know more people. And as an introvert, that is terrifying just to say. Anyway, Chuck, I'll see you in the next video.